Hello everyone. Today we are testing out the Mac port of Control on Mac OS on my M4 Max Mac Studio with the 40-core GPU and 48 gigabytes of unified memory. I'll later be testing it on my M4 MacBook Pro with the 20-core GPU. Um, but I'm going to go through a bunch of different graphics settings today. We are starting with, we're going to just be running 1440p. We're going to be running natively to start at ultra settings. And I'm going to really quickly just go through like ultra and high ray tracing. But it's really not playable. On the M4 Max, unfortunately, you're getting 24 FPS and it's really choppy. Um, you you just aren't gonna get good native gameplay. If we upscale from 720p, we can kind of get around 60, and it's a lot more playable. But in combat, it'll get choppy, and the blurriness from upscaling it to from 720 is just not great. And same with high settings. Upscaling, it's decent, but if we're gonna play natively, and we're just above 30, and it'll dip a lot and get choppy. So we're gonna start off with medium, just for a little bit on ray tracing, and then we're gonna move on from using ray tracing at all, turn it off, and play with the settings. So medium ray tracing at ultra, we're getting about 40. It will dip into the 30s in combat, as you'll see in a second.
Again. A welcome message.
So dipping into the 30s over in combat, but it's playable. We're not upscaling at all, which is nice. Game looks fantastic. But it does feel a little sluggish being under 60 FPS, and this game is made to be difficult, so you definitely want as many frames as possible. Let me turn. Run over here and change the settings real quick. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn. We're going to keep ray tracing on, but I'm going to upscale just from 2048 by 1152. That feels a lot better, but we're still under 60. Stuff flying around later in game. I'm sure it'll dip more. I'll upscale a little bit more. So we're close to 60 FPS with ray tracing. I don't really want to upscale more than this, and I don't typically use ray tracing when I game anyway, so let's turn that off here in just a second. Alright, let's do that now before we keep fighting. Alright, so we're gonna do native res. We're gonna turn ray tracing off, but we're at all ultra settings, no motion blur, no film grain. Getting about 50 FPS in combat. So ultra settings is definitely playable. It's unfortunate that we're not getting above 60, but we can upscale a little bit, and I'm sure we can get above 60 at ultra. So let's upscale just a little bit, and we're now about 70. Let's see if it can hold up in combat.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing.
Communications. We're on the right track. An object of power. Looks like the hiss has latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Never played this game before, so I think I'm gonna enjoy it. It's pretty fun so far. For $10 too.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
In these sections like this, get a very nice frame boost. Nice new power.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off. I got it. Just like...
Alright, so now we're gonna go back to native res, but just the high preset, no ray tracing,
You want
1440p,
it, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
and we're still under 60. I guess we need a little bit of upscaling to hit that above 60 mark. Yeah, now we're getting like 90 at highest settings.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the
Visibility.
mailroom. Locked. Maybe there's a key nearby. This must open the door.
Alright, let's try high settings and upscale from 1709 by 960. first death. Alright, let's try native res at the medium preset. No upscaler, no ray tracing enabled.
They can climb. Great.
God damn, this guy hits hard. How do I heal? No. Alright. We'll try low settings at native res. No ray tracing. We're about 100 FPS. Alright, let's try to shoot the water right off.
Climb. Great.
Oh, don't come out. No, no, no. Alright, I got him this time. I'm gonna try out medium settings. And upscale from 1707 by 960. We're getting about 140 now.
They can fly now. Great.
Is there a heal button that I'm not seeing? Let's upscale from 7 to
They can fly now. Great.
finally. All in all, I'm pretty impressed
have a
by
feeling
how it
he'll be
runs.
Let's stay
Unfortunately, we live
focused.
in a time
The
where
hotline should
upscaling
be
is needed
past the
for just
mailroom.
about every game, but getting like over 200 FPS at times at decent settings and the game looks great still. But yeah, that's Control on my M4 Max Studio.
Alberto Tomasi, head of
I'll be
comms.
making
All right,
another
check this
video
down.
on my MacBook
The
Pro
situation
The
is
hiss got him.
evaluated
here
by
shortly
relevant
on
authorities.
this
The
game.
mysterious
But
illness
if you
affected the
enjoyed
staff
or
at the
found this
U.S.
video
Embassy in
useful or
Tehran was
helpful at
caught
all,
by
please
sonic
like and
weaponry in
subscribe
the
and
hands of a foreign
share.
power.
Um,
Numerous personnel
I've been
have
making
damaged
these
the
videos for a
facility,
while and
and most are
it's been a
expected to
pleasure
make a
making them.
full recovery.
I
Of
hope
course, the
you all
U.S.
have a
took a
great day
sonic
and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.